The beauty of sports, you just never know. Oklahoma City, the best record in the NBA. The Pacers, just 2 road wins on the season entering the night, but what a victory. Best win of the season, and they do it in a place to get a little bit of payback for what happened in this building in June. Great all-around performance, spectacular start, and a solid finish for the Pacers as they get the win against the Thunder. 117-114. That's how you start a weekend with the Andy Moore Automotive Pacers live post-game show. Jeremiah Johnson alongside Eddie Gill to recap what we saw over the next 20 minutes or so. We will also share post-game comments from head coach Rick Carlisle. The key plays down the stretch, the free throws from Jarace Walker were big, but I think you got to go to the first quarter where the Pacers set the tone of this game.
Well, they jumped all over the Thunder to start this game, significantly more aggressive than Oklahoma City Thunder. And how many times can you say that about a Thunder team? They are typically the aggressors in any given ball game, but the Pacers came out ready to fight, and they did a great job of taking that fight to the Thunder, jumped out all over them, got 39 points on the board, and almost didn't look back in terms of being able to have a more substantial lead. The Thunder, of course, they made their runs, but one of the most impressive things about it was the Pacers continued to respond with their own runs.
34 assists for the Pacers, 12 of those in the first quarter. And how about a career-high night for Jarace Walker? And it was so sweet to see him cap that off by hitting 4 late free throws. And he also started with that unique small ball lineup to begin the game.
Well, it just really answered the call here tonight. He's been playing extremely confident basketball over the last month and some change, playing outstanding job of knocking down these 3-point shots. But tonight what I liked is he was very decisive. If the shot wasn't there, he turned it down. You see here, just attack the basket, put Shai Gilgeous-Alexander under the basket and is able to score there. And you referenced the free throws. He struggled to start the game, missed maybe his first 4 or 5. And when the pressure was at it most, he was able to knock those down to secure the win.
Once he hit that first free throw, he did not miss. You see the shot chart. You see 3 made 3-pointers. He's been doing that the entire month of January, but attacking the basket with authority.
Well, that's just it. And it's straight lines. He's not playing with the basketball at all. It's the shot fake, and he's on the rim, causing all sorts of damage here for the Pacers.
You know, it makes this win even more impressive as they did so despite a great game from the MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and then their other likely all-star, Chet Holmgren, had 25. So those 2 guys were outstanding, but the Pacers got Andrew Nembhard, who had a fantastic game, had to fight on the defensive end throughout. Pascal Siakam did what Pascal Siakam does. And what do you think it's like inside that locker room right now?
I mean, I think they're happy. There's a sigh of relief in there. You got to feel good about this type of win on this floor against the defending champions, regardless to how they're down manpower, the Pacers down manpower. It doesn't matter. You go out there and compete at a really high level, regardless of who's in the uniform.
Going to be a short show. We got to catch a flight to Atlanta, but we have much more still to come on the Andy Moore Automotive Pacers Live post-game show. Aaron Nesmith, one of the exclamation points in a 117-114 victory. Statement uniforms tonight, making a statement in Oklahoma City, and I love the reactions during the game for Jarace Walker, after the game as well, and even during that walk-off interview as the Pacers get the job done, 117-114 over the Thunder. The last 3 seasons, they have 3 wins in this building against Oklahoma City. The highlights are a little longer than normal. No surprise there, so let's get right to it. And we mentioned the fantastic start. The small ball lineup, you saw Jarace Walker, Johnny Furphy with the 3 players that you might expect. You saw a little bit of a team effort on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander early. You saw some Aaron Nesmith. You saw some Andrew Nembhard, and you saw a lot of ball movement in that first quarter.
I mean, just a terrific job of playing with great pace, whether it was in transition, fast breaks, or even in a half-court situations. The ball did not stick, and it was able to get some open opportunities, whether it was at the rim or at the 3-point line.
And you asked the team to play fast when they could to avoid getting set up in an Oklahoma City half-court defense. They did that. You saw the Aaron Nesmith 3, and then the bench coming in. TJ McConnell beats the first quarter buzzer. Pacers up by double digits early, and then they continue that in the second quarter.
Yeah, again, it's just aggression. You just beat pressure with pressure, and that's what Pascal Siakam does there. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just harassing the basketball, but he just plays with force to get the finish.
It's a 5-point Pacers lead at halftime. You knew the Thunder would make a run. You knew Shai Gilgeous-Alexander would continue to attack the basket, and you knew he would probably get a few free throw attempts. You saw some of that throughout in the third quarter. But how about Jarace Walker? Late third quarter had a stretch where he had 9 points in the third quarter, and he attacked the basket and finished strong, helping the Pacers still have that lead going to the fourth quarter.
Well, look at these plays. Each time, either he or her teammates, whoever it was, just immediate attacks on the basket, and this is just an impossible shot.
That's for spending a lot of time in the gym, right?
that he makes here against SGA, and his teammates show the appropriate amount of love going to the bench.
Oklahoma City called a timeout, then they quickly kind of got back into the game, but still they had trouble stopping Andrew Nembhard. A lot of drives to the basket. That's what you want for the Pacers. You want the drives to the basket or the three-point shot. Speaking of drive to the basket, hard to do it much better than Aaron Nesmith.
And sure appreciate you jumping into that picture, Holmgren, there, and lets them know about it. The bench is throwing a party, but what a play there by Aaron Nesmith. He himself found his shot on the perimeter, and when it wasn't there, he was able to turn it down and get to the rim.
How about Micah Potter? Didn't know that I expected him to be on the court in those crucial minutes, and that was a three-pointer the Pacers desperately needed.
And he earned it. He showed his mobility on the defensive end, his activity, knocks down a big shot there.
Another Andrew Nembhard. You had a double-digit lead with about 3 or 4 minutes to play. You still knew, though, the Thunder would have a run, and you'd have to get a stop or at least continue to match them on the offensive end.
Well, that's just it. Just timely baskets there by SGA in the latter part of this game. He gets to the free throw line, seemingly automatic there. So he was able to get the Thunder right back in the game within one and made this thing very interesting down the stretch.
But I'm glad we showed the free throws because the Pacers do not win this game without those Jarace Walker free throws. 2 for 2, then again 2 for 2. The Thunder would have an attempt to try to tie. I couldn't tell if the foot was on the line and it would have counted, but it didn't go in anyway, so it doesn't matter. Siakam grabs the rebound, and the Pacers can start to celebrate a win in Oklahoma City.
Well, think about Nesmith's defense on that particular play. He trails them beautifully and is able to contest without fouling. And great, got to feel great for Jarace Walker there. Inconsistent play early on in the season, but he has been playing terrific basketball of late.
And his teammates feel great for him as well. Indiana Members Credit Union with the final stats. Love those three-point numbers. Quinn noted towards the end of the broadcast, he thought the difference was winning the rebounding battle, not giving up too many offensive rebounds. 14-4 Pacers over Thunder on the offensive glass.
You can't ask for much more. Again, one of this team's superpower is how hard they play and how they get from one moment to the next. Talked about that as our keys to the game here tonight. Stay aggressive, check that box, and get from one moment to the next, and they did that.
In the final segment of the Andy Moore Automotive Pacers Live postgame show, we will share postgame comments from head coach Rick Carlisle. 117-114, Pacers over the Thunder. Plus assist, did a little bit of everything throughout the entire game, Eddie.
His aggression was supreme. He did a great job of setting the tone for the Pacers on both ends of the floor. Just read the game beautifully. Big-time double-double here to lead the Pacers to a great win.
10 for 16 from the field. Again, the 11 assists impressive as well. Comments from Rick Carlisle after the break. Final segment of Pacers Live postgame. Let's hear from head coach Rick Carlisle.
To be able to come in here and win a game like that where they kept pushing back and fighting, you guys were able to keep coming up with answers. Just smooth for you guys.
Yeah, it's heartwarming, to get a result like this. They've got some guys out. We've got some guys out. We were still an enormous underdog in this game, but we just have a competitive grit. I thought the game plan that our defensive Jim and Jenny put together was really solid, and it was based on discipline and physicality and trying to keep these guys off the free throw line. So, they still shot 30 free throws, but last game, Shai shot 26. So, we did a lot better there. A lot of guys played great. I mean, obviously Walker, this is an enormous moment for him in his young career, and he just showed all the things that he can do out there, from the shooting to the driving to the defense to the rebounding to passing. And so it was great to see that. A lot of guys played big. Aaron had a bit of a breakout game, which was great. Pascal was his normal, consistent, star caliber player. Nembhard was spectacular. I mean, he kept tempo in the game, toughness, shot making, timely everything, And then, off the bench, Potter was played an enormous role in this game. He was physical, 10 points, 10 rebounds, huge three down the stretch. So very happy for the guys, Been a difficult year, but it's still been a fun year. I mean, it's fun competing with these guys. And that's, we're going to continue to have that kind of attitude about it.
You mentioned defensive game plan. What made you go small line to start with? What did you like about how that worked across the board? Even when you did have centers in, it seemed like that set you up pretty well. Just why did you go that, and what did you like about it?
Just matchups. These guys present horrific matchup problems. Holmgren is a 7-foot guy that plays like a guard. It's just tough for a conventional 5-man to guard him with the other speed that they have in the game. But look, it's there's a lot of reasons. But when you put a smaller lineup out there, it's gotta work, and the guys worked to make it work, and that was the important thing. So, a big night for us.
To go back to Walker, I mean, just
Rick Carlisle praised a number of different Pacers. Johnny Furphy, one of those, deserving credit. How about the block and the Master Jewelers defensive gem?
It's just work. That's all it is. And Johnny Furphy does a great job of coming weak side. Chet Holmgren, I think he underestimates how far he is from the basket, even with his length, and Furphy just does a terrific job of getting to it.
5 Pacers in double-figure scoring, but the 10 rebounds from Johnny Furphy, the 10 rebounds from Micah Potter, the 11 assists for Andrew Nembhard, a lot of the individual efforts that you saw that are the reason the Pacers got this win. All right, Monday nights, you have 2 days off. Hopefully, we can make it to Atlanta. Maybe it'll be a little icy this weekend. What do you look to see Monday night against the Hawks?
Well, use this game as really catapult you into some momentum, right? Did a terrific job here in this building, and all of it started with the work that they was put in that first quarter. I'm sure they'll break down some film and understand where their successes were, see if there's some carryover.
Pacers take on the Hawks, and we will be on the air Monday night in Atlanta, 7 p.m. with Indiana Members Credit Union Pacers live pregame. This is, without a doubt, the win of the season for the Pacers. It'll make for a happy weekend in Atlanta. We hope you stay safe wherever you may be. Winter weather coming all over the Midwest. So be safe, stay warm, and we'll see you on Monday night from Atlanta when the Pacers take on the Hawks. We'll see you then.